something. You may watch the movie, you may heard about it. Okay, so tell me, do you know anything about Titanic? Do you know anything about the Titanic?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you know the story? Can you tell me the story? What happened to actually to the Titanic? And what is the story about it? What did you hear?
I remember that have the romance story.
Ah, of course. So yeah. And do you remember anything about the accident? What happened to the ship?
Um, in 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 the Titanic boat have uh, have one girl and one boy uh, have a love. Uh,
Ah, yeah, yeah, they fell in love, but the story wasn't. You know, the real story was different. So, do you know the real story?
no.
Okay, so of course, today we're gonna talk about it, and of course, maybe I can find a video. Okay, so are you ready to watch a video about Titanic? The sinking of the Titanic. Ready? And then we will talk about it. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a moment to play this one. Well, now let me share my screen just after this ad. I hope this one can be a good one. It's this one. Okay. Wow. So let's watch. So what happened? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Let me show something else. This is about the movie. So I'm going to show you something else. The real story of Titanic. Okay. Um, well. So if I can find it. Okay. I'm trying to find a short video. But if I can find it, that will be great because all of them are long videos. So I think this one can be a good one. So let me check if this one is good or no. What happened to this? Oh, that's impossible. I know why, but I can't play my video. Something wrong is going on here, and I don't know why. Why? Why do you think? So I have some videos here, but I can't play them. Why? Why do you think? Let's check this one. No, that's impossible. I don't know what. What's going on there? Oh, it's okay, no worries. So I can do it later. So let me share something else because I think this one is better. So we need to read. Okay, if you can't find the video, why not? We can read it. Okay, the Titanic. So, well, let's read the story about Titanic. Okay, and are you ready to read?
Yes.
Okay, may I ask you to read it, please? Let's get started. Let's read it. Well, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so, well,
On April 14, 1912, the Titanic was crossing the Atlantic on a journey from England to America. At 11:40 p.m., as the ship was traveling through icy waters 600 kilometers from land, it hit an iceberg. 3 hours later, the Titanic sank to the bottom of the ocean. While the ship was sinking, the crew were trying to help passengers onto lifeboats, but there weren't enough boats. Tragically, more than 1,500 people died. The facts about this historic event are well known. However, the stories that survivors later told were not always the same time. Some say that the ship's band didn't stop playing until the ship sank. Others say that the band wasn't playing at the end. The crew were trying to save women and children first. Some passengers said that at least one man was wearing women's clothes because he wanted to escape, but other passengers said that this didn't happen. Stories that the crew tried to shoot violent passengers are also doubtful. When a very dramatic event occurs, people are stressed and they can't remember details, so stories about terrible events and crimes are often unclear. That's why we will never know all of the facts about Titanic tragedy.
okay, well, so thank you so much, Jess. The first thing that you need to know, this is not Titanic, this is Titanic. Titanic, say.
Titanic.
Of course, Titanic. Okay, and now, on April 14, 1912, the Titanic was crossing the Atlantic on a journey. From journey means trip, travel. So journey means, let me write here. Would you help me to write? So journey means trip, travel. Okay, so they were traveling from England to America. At 11:40 p.m., as the ship was traveling through icy waters 600 kilometers from land, it hit an iceberg, very big ice. 3 hours later, the Titanic sank to the bottom of the ocean. Do you know the meaning of bottom? No?
No.
Bottom means the lowest part of something. So bottom means the lowest part of something. So the lowest part of the ocean, under the water. And of the ocean, while the ship was sinking, was going under the water, the crew means a group of people who work together, especially on a ship or plane. So crew, a group of people. Let me write. Together, for example, on a ship or plane or etc. something blah blah. Okay, so on a ship, so the crew. Okay. While the ship was sinking, the crew were trying to help passengers on 2 lifeboats. So as you can see they are passengers and lifeboats. Can you see these boats? They're lifeboats to save people's lives. Okay, and passenger, a person who is traveling from one place to another place. It can be in car or bus or train or ship. So a person who is traveling from one place to another. So let me write it here. Okay, so passenger or maybe ship, okay? Tragically means sadly. You know, there were not enough boats. Tragically, more than 1,500 people died. Oh, it's too many. The facts about the historic events are well known. Everyone knows. It means, you know, we know the facts. However, the stories that survivors later told were not always the same. So people who could remain alive, could survive, told different stories. They told different stories. Some said that the ship's music band, people who played musical instruments like the guitar or violin. So band means musical band. So musical band, okay? Some said that the ship's band didn't stop playing until the ship sank. Others said that the band wasn't playing at the end. The crew were trying to save women and children first. Some passengers said that at least one man was wearing women's clothes because he wanted to escape. Escape means to get free from something, to run away, to get free. So we have escape means get free, to run away, and to escape. But all the passengers said that this didn't happen. Stories that the crew tried to shoot violent passengers using gun, because, passengers were really angry, scared, and maybe crew tried to shoot angry passengers. But some people say yes, some people said no. Actually, they're also doubtful. Doubtful means we are not sure about them. We don't know, maybe. It's doubtful. When a very dramatic means sad. So, like tragic, dramatic, sad, tragic, okay? Event occurs. Occur means happen. So occur means happen. Okay, when something like this occurs, people are stressed and they can't remember details. So we have different stories. You say something, the other, because everyone is really stressed. So stories about terrible events and crimes are often unclear. They are not clear. We are not sure about them. That's why we will never know all of the facts about the Titanic tragedy. So this is about Titanic. Now, if I can, so let me check if I can play it or no. I hope I can. I can, so let me start sharing and watch this video. It's not bad to watch this video together. Okay. And subtitle. Playback speed. Okay.
3 degrees.
Oh, absolutely. I'm happy to do it. Yeah.
All right, let's put this to bed.
There we go.
All right, that looks good. Ships veering to port, go 22 knots. Sideswipes the iceberg. Murdoch ports around the iceberg, try to keep from hitting the propellers. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're watching an accelerated time. We see the first 5 compartments flood. They equalize pretty quickly. Bows pulled down. We see the port list. Port list looks right. That looks like about 9 degrees. Well, you can really see the effect of that list on the flooding. So yeah, superstructure starts to get pulled under. Funnels collapse at their base. Now the bow is accelerating downward. That looks good. We're starting to see the stern come up. We got our maximum peak stress, and yeah, boom, boom, brakes. Okay, bow swinging down. That looks good. The double keel hang on, and then they separate. Bow plunges straight down. All right, we got mast snapping back. The funnels are ripping backwards, pulling off all the davits. Bow's going down like a torpedo. Here's the angle when it falls through into a stable position. Let's see the stern. Heeling way over to port. That looks right. And she goes, yep, that's right. She goes almost vertical just when she goes under, and then boom, implodes. Now she accelerates, and all the stuff starts to rip off. See the shell plating going. There goes the double bottom frisbeeing off. And the stern's falling through. So now the stern's falling aft end down. and we see the spiraling. Here comes the bow. Bow's falling in its stable position, and it hits. Yeah, boom. It kind of breaks its back, and we see the hydraulic outburst and the downblast effect. Let's see the stern. We see the shell plating blown off, decks, everything kind of settling around it. Looks like a big airplane crash site. Bada bing, bada boom. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Wow. Yeah. You see? This is the real story of Titanic, something that happened. Of course, we have a romantic story about, and we watched the movie. That was really excellent, brilliant, and that was really good movie, exciting, interesting. But it wasn't the real story, of course. The real story is something different. And well, now I want you to do something, okay? I want you to tell me the story using the words from the passage, from the text, okay? Tell me the story again. What happened? And my first question, why actually do different people tell different stories about Titanic? Maybe why do passengers tell different stories about Titanic? So tell me, what happened first?
And the Titanic is uh is
You can get help from the text. You can check the text and you can get help. Oh, let me share. Let me share my screen. Oh, I forgot to share it again, I think. Okay, now I'm sharing. Is it okay now? Can you see? Okay.
yes.
Okay, dear. So tell me, what happened to the Titanic? And tell me when it happened, how many people died, and why do people tell different stories about this event? So why?
Mm, the Titanic is hit an iceberg, and then they they have 1,500 people dead. Uh,
You can say this number, dear. Let me show you something. This number, like this and two zeros, 1,500. For example, this one, 1,100. This one, 1,400. And you tell me, this one,
2,300.
excellent, excellent, very good. Okay, so 1,500 people died. Well, and tell me, why did passengers tell different stories about Titanic? Why?
Mm, mm, because 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 the passengers will will the when a very dramatic event occurs, people are stressed and they can't remember details.
Oh.
So stories about terrible events and dreams are often unclear.
Very good, because when a dramatic, sad, terrible event happens, occurs, or happens, people are really stressed, so they can't remember details. So because of this. Okay, and now I want you to answer. So tell me, do you think our memory is reliable, so we can trust, or no? Do you think yes or no, according to this text? Do you think our memory is reliable? It means we can trust?
Yes.
Yes. So why different people tell different stories?
Because it's interesting.
So let me say, our memory sometimes can be a bit tricky. Sometimes we forget some details, so it's not reliable all the time. Sometimes we forget. Because of this, we make notes. Sometimes we are stressed and we forget something, we forget details. So our memory cannot be reliable, dependable all the time. Yeah? It means we can't trust. Okay? So able to be trusted means reliable. Let me write it here. So able to be trusted. It means we can trust. So sometimes we are not sure. Okay, my dear. Well, and now let's talk about uh, these actions, of course, something that we studied. So this one, in this text, this passage, we we read some sentences. Some of them, let me find somewhere to write. Okay. So let me show you something. Okay. Okay, dear, may I ask you 1 minute, please? I need to answer this phone call. Just 1 minute, please. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Well, so we have short action and we have long action or action in progress in the past. So this is past time. So we're going to talk about these two actions, okay, long actions and short actions. Just here, may I ask you, a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes to go and back, and then we keep going? Can I ask you?
Yes.
Yeah, can I ask you a few minutes to go and back? I need to do something urgent, so can I go and back?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I will call you after 2 or 3 minutes, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, and accept my apologies. This is really urgent, so I need to do it. Just give me moments. Thank you.